Every profession has something that universally annoys them, like try mentioning HGTV to an interior decorator, or Googling your symptoms and then bringing the laundry list of possible diseases, including the bubonic plague, to your doctor. I can't speak for all stylists or style coaches, but when I see a social media post that claims every petite can wear this, that, or the other thing, I do roll my eyes a bit. Unfortunately, that's exactly what happened this week. I was online putting together a lookbook for a client's upcoming media appearance when one of those perfect for all petite posts popped up, claiming that these flared leg pants were perfect for everyone with short legs, as if we're all built the same, as if being short is the only thing that matters. When the irritation faded, two thoughts came to mind. The first is that there is so much bad information out there, no wonder short girls are confused. And second is that we needed to get ahead of it and put out some truths about petites and flared leg pants. So if you've ever bought an item only to try it on and wonder why the style that someone promised would work didn't, then you are going to love this week's episode because you and I are going to talk about which body shape flared leg pants look best on, the two best lengths for short girls, where to find the very best career and casual petite flared leg pants, and tons more. Because lots of fashion experts are predicting that flared leg will replace wide leg as the style of the season. So having this info in your back pocket before you shop or style flared leg pants is going to make life so much easier. And kudos to you for being so ahead of the curve. I'm Angela, your petite style coach, and when you're ready, let's jump in. Welcome to Inside Petite Style, the only podcast created exclusively for women 5'3" and under. If you're tired of pants that drag on the ground, sleeves that swallow up your hands, and want a wardrobe that actually fits your height, flatters your body shape, and works for your real life, you are in the perfect place. I'm your host, Angela Foster, petite style coach and creator of the Spark Style Method. When you're ready, let's get this style party started. It used to be a whole lot easier to explain flared leg pants. If somebody would have asked a year ago, I would have said they're tailored from the waist to the knee, and then from the knee to the hem, they flare out. But now when you look for flared leg pants online, all sorts of variations pop up. For the sake of ease, we're going to stick to our original definition and then just touch base on a few of the season's most popular versions. Pants is the second step in my Spark Style method for a reason. First, because pants can be such a pain point for petites. Now, we go over each of the steps of my perfect petite pant formula in episodes 10 and 11. So in case you missed those, I will add the link to the show notes so you don't have to try to track them down. Because if you wear pants at all, you're definitely going to want to listen. Now, in this episode, we're going to follow those same three steps: rise, inseam, and leg shape. When it comes to rise, most of the generic advice out there will say short girls should choose high rise because it'll make our legs look longer. But we know it's not that simple. Now, a quick refresher on what rise is and why it matters. So rise is the measurement from the crotch over the zipper to the top of the waistband. And choosing the right rise for your body shape will determine how comfortable or not the pants are, or if they'll make your bum look great or not, and will help avoid that whole baggy in some areas but too tight in other area weirdness. Now, high rise will absolutely be right for some of you. For example, if you have a fuller tush, or if you'd like to add the illusion of more waist definition. A lower rise, however, will look better on women who've lost volume in their bum, or women who have a bit extra in the middle and want to avoid the waistband ending at the widest part of their stomach, because we know that that'll make our tummy look bigger than it actually is. All that to say, ignore the generic high-rise advice and choose the one that'll look best on you and be comfortable while both sitting and standing. Because we're petite, let's talk inseam. If you and I have been hanging around for any length of time, you've likely heard that petites can wear anything they want. quickly followed by some styles are easier to make look good than others, and those others take more effort and a few style tweaks. However, when it comes to flare leg pants, there is absolutely a right and a wrong length for petites. And unfortunately, there are no clever style tweaks that will make the wrong length look good. But when we get the length right, they look so good and just might become your new favorite outfit. Let's get the wrong length out of the way first. The hem of flare leg pants should not ever, under any circumstances, hit your ankle bone. Skinny jeans, tailored pants, cigarette trousers, joggers can all end at your ankle bones and you're perfect. But flare leg needs to either be longer or shorter. In case you're thinking, oh, I'll just take them to the tailor, you may want to reconsider. Hemming flared leg should be the very last resort. In fact, you may remember the episode with Jennifer Sayre about petite alterations and how she told us that we need to think twice before hemming any kind of bootcut or flare pants because it so often hangs wonky afterwards and completely ruins the silhouette. Let's talk short first. Now, most brands and designers will use the term cropped or kick flares. On petites, the hem should hit above the ankle bone. Now, I know someone out there is going to email me and say, but how much above the ankle bone? And unfortunately, because all petite legs are different, there isn't a universal number that works for everyone. A good rule of thumb is that the hem should fall below the widest part of your calf while being short enough to reveal the thinnest part of your ankle and slightly above. Think of it like rise. We don't want the waistband to hit the widest part of our stomach. We don't want the hem of our pants to hit at the widest part of our calf either. One more thing about kick flares is that they are a brilliant silhouette for curvy petites. That flared hem creates the most beautiful balance with the hip, bum, and thigh area. The second length we need to know is full length. Now, the goal with full length flares is that the hem should hit your toes when you have shoes on. Speaking of shoes, when you're trying on flares, whether kick flares or full length, it's super important to try them on with the shoes that you plan to wear them with. The reason why is because the extra material can sometimes feel overwhelming if we're just in our bare feet. That's easy when you're at home, right? Because you have a whole buffet of footwear to choose from. In case you're shopping in person, simply ask the sales associate to grab you a pair of fill in the blank, whether you plan on wearing kitten heels or boots or platforms, whatever you have in mind. Now we're ready to tackle how to style flared leg for your body shape. In case you're new here, first of all, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you haven't already taken the Petite Body Shape quiz, you'll want to put me on pause and hop on over and take that. Not only will this episode, but all the other Petite Style episodes will make a whole lot more sense after you get your results. In case you're thinking, I already know my body shape, I'm an apple or a pear or a banana or whatever, you may want to reconsider because we look at body shape differently around here. You are not a fruit salad or anything that goes into a fruit salad. Instead, we choose what we like most about our figures and then accentuate the heck out of it. Then, by the clever choice of styles and silhouettes, we create the illusion of balance while avoiding all the potential petite pitfalls that make us look shorter and wider. The quiz is super fast. It's only 7 questions and takes about 2 minutes. And I promise I will hang around until you get back. The quiz lives full-time at InsidePetiteStyle.com, and I'll also add the link to the show notes so you don't have to search for it. All right, let's talk about signature body shape number 3. And just a reminder, you have a balanced body shape, so you can either keep the balance or you can add volume to the top or the bottom, but not both in the same outfit. Since flares add a bit of volume to your bottom, you're going to want to choose a top that's more tailored, one without a lot of details like poof sleeves or super bold shoulders. Also be cautious if you're tempted to pair them with a bold, bright pattern, because that can also create visual volume. Be sure to pay attention to proportion also, and we're going to dig into that in just a little bit. All right, my friend, we're ready to chat about signature shape number 4. Here's a quick refresh. You want to add volume from the waist down while avoiding additional volume from the waist up. Remember earlier when we talked about all the flared leg variations out this season? Here's one of them. Most brands call it a baggy flare or some version of that. Listen, whatever they call it doesn't matter because this style is going to look awesome on you. Picture, if you will, a pair of wide leg pants with a bell-shaped bottom. It is so effortless, so stylish, and if you have more of a boho style, it will fit right in. The key for you will be to pair them with a tailored top, sweater, or blazer. And of course, remember to try them on with the shoes. Between the wide leg and the dramatic flare at the bottom, you really run the risk of thinking they will overwhelm your shape and returning them when actually with the right shoes, they could look great on you. Okay, we are ready to talk about signature shape number 6s. Just a reminder, you want to add volume from the waist up while avoiding extra volume from the waist down. The perfect flare pant for you will be more of a traditional cut, so slim and tailored from the waist to the knee, then flare out from the knee to the hem. As far as how wide of a flare, it should be proportionate to your hip, bum, and thighs. The curvier you are, the more dramatic the flare you can carry off successfully. No matter which body shape you are, for petites, proportion is critical. When creating outfits, you'll want to pay special attention to where the hem of your top lands. Ideally, the hem of your top should land right at your visual waistline. But please, no longer than the top of your hip bones, because that's where we get into that fuzzy spot where our tops start making us look shorter and wider. In case you're wondering where your visual waistline is, no worries. We cover it all in episode 9, which is the one about how to dress when weight shifts to your stomach. But here's a quick recap. When you stand up and have your arms rest by your side, turn your palms so they face out, then bend one of your arms at the elbow and place your elbow along your side. That is your visual waistline. I don't know about you, but all that has made me want to shop. Let's talk about the best places to find flared pants for petites. We broke this down between career and casual. So let's tackle career wear first, especially since it's making such a colossal comeback this season. By the way, there is a link to a couple of lookbooks in the show notes. In case you and I haven't worked together before, the lookbooks are shoppable. So once you choose your category, career or casual, all you have to do is tap on the image and it will take you straight to the petite flare pant page of that brand. I know, right? It's like having a style coach on speed dial. Okay, now there are quite a few brands included in the lookbook, so we're not going to cover every single one of them here, but I did want to point out a few highlights. For career wear, Reiss is a great place to start, and this season they have a gorgeous assortment of flared leg pants. Once you find your perfect pants, you can complete the suit with one of the coordinating blazers that they suggest. One cautionary tale, be sure to check the blazer length and make sure it works for you. A lot of Reiss's blazers are longer than ideal for petites or a bit too roomy or a bit too oversized. I don't even know where to start with La Jean's cropped flare pants. They are so flattering, plus they come in a bajillion different colors and finishes. Also, I'm not exactly sure what's been going on with Banana Republic lately, but they've been killing it all year when it comes to petite pants. And this season is pretty much the same. They have oodles of flare styles. The one thing to watch for with them is that they always use regular height models. So make sure to put it through your petite filter before tapping add to cart, because we know what looks great on a 6-foot-tall supermodel does not always look awesome on us. In case you're looking for more style inspiration when it comes to smart career looks with petites and flared leg pants, take a look at Victoria Beckham. She wears pants including flared leg all the time and does a beautiful job with not only the length but petite proportion. Plus, she frequently uses monochromatic and smart color blocking for a stylish twist. So where should we look for something more casual? Elim's is one of my favorite places to find flare leg denim for clients, especially when shopping for petites that are on the shorter side of petite, meaning under 5 feet, because they offer 6 different inseams, everything from 23 inches to 33 inches. It's very similar to ordering men's pants because you pick the waist and then you pick the length and then you're good to go. Oh, one thing I should add. If you're in between lengths and having to choose, always err on the side of longer because they're cotton and they will shrink. Democracy has oodles of bootcut and flare styles. You might remember this brand from the episode on the weight shifting to the middle too. They're the ones that have the absolution line that smooths out your tummy section and lifts your bum. In addition to a ton of denim options, Cut from the Cloth has a Kelsey ankle flare, which is this coated denim that makes it look like black leather pants, which it sounds super hot right now, but it's going to be so much fun as we get deeper and deeper into the fall and winter, especially when paired with a black pointed toe bootie. So cute. When you're looking for a wide variety of different washes, take a look at Citizens of Humanity. They have everything from super light to every shade of dark denim that you can imagine. Speaking of different washes, for a truly versatile closet that makes getting dressed and having the right outfit for everything on your calendar easy, consider getting both a lighter and a darker denim version. They could be flared leg or not necessarily, whatever you choose. But the lighter color is great for more casual situations like errands on the weekend or grocery shopping, while the darker denim is great for like dressy casual situations like drinks with the girls or brunch and that type of thing. In case you'd like some extra style inspiration for your casual outfits, then check out Nicole Richie. She does flare and bootleg a lot. There are Pinterest boards for both her and Victoria Beckham, and I'll be sure to add the links to the show notes. Are you ready for a style challenge? Grab a pair of flare, or if you don't have flare, then bootcut pants from your closet and try them on with the shoes that you would normally wear, and then take a look. Does the hem graze your toes? Or for kick flare pants, is it revealing the narrowest part of your ankle? Or do they need to be a bit longer, or should you pair them with a shorter heel? Then take that information, tweak if necessary, to create a flattering outfit that you can wear this week. How empowering is that to have the tips to turn maybe a so-so outfit into something that's truly petite friendly and flattering? Afterwards, pop over to Inside Petite Style, tap the voicemail button on the right, and let me know how it went. I cannot wait to hear your aha moments. In case you're thinking, this is great, but I'm busy and really would like somebody just to figure it out for me, then it's time to book your Petite Power Hour. I'll drop the link in the show notes so you can secure your spot. Again, thanks so much for hanging out. Be sure to stop by next week when we're going to talk about the best dresses for petites this fall. Until then, have fun and stay stylish. Thanks for tuning in to Inside Petite Style. When you're ready to create a wardrobe that fits your height, flatters your body shape, and makes getting dressed fun and easy, head over to InsidePetiteStyle.com and take my free Petite Style quiz. You'll get personalized tips and strategies made just for your proportion and your height. And hey, you know that girlfriend who's always rolling up her sleeves and hemming her pants? Share this episode with her. She needs to know she's not alone and that there are real solutions. See you next week. Until then, have fun and stay stylish.
This is for my